and welcome. Silrace here with World of Tanks. Welcome to a 15-minute camp fest on this particular map, which name I never remember. I don't remember the names of any of the maps in this game. Whenever I spawn on a map, I'm like, oh, it's this map. Okay, let's play this map. I don't pay attention to the names. Anyway, so I'm playing 110 here, and as always this is recorded from my own replays. I'm playing 110, the Chinese tier 8 heavy tank. I kind of like this tank, and not so much as I like the IS-3, but I still kind of like this tank. I don't know what that is all about. Are you just, you know, I guess you just don't want to play this particular map? I can kind of understand. This is very much the map where I am really unsure how you are supposed to actually win this map. And if you look at the teams as well, there is that interesting platoon on the opposing side, so there is that. I keep hearing about, hearing. I keep seeing occasional chatter among tankers that there is those things are stupidly powerful and all of that. I don't pay enough attention to that sort of thing. I just play against them and see how it all works out. However, this map, I have no idea. This map, usually for me, because I generally play heavy tanks, as you know by now if you have been watching my videos for a while, usually this map plays about the same to me, which is to say that if I play a tank with like no gun depression, like this one, without any serious amount of gun depression, I come here into the middle and I hang around here in the middle and I trade fire on both sides if at all possible, like this for example. Like these guys are nicely providing me with targets, and I will absolutely try and farm them for the damage from the middle here. So on. And then, after the aggressive tanks on both sides have been destroyed, we get the massive camp fest at the end, which is like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Depending how fast the light tanks and such actually get blown to bits. Like in this instance, the light tanks on both sides are already gone. So, right. So, how do you push this map after light tanks are gone, the aggressive tanks are done, and all of that good stuff? How do you push this map? Because on most maps, I can look at the map and go like, okay, well, if there is nobody sitting there, like if the aggressive stuff is destroyed there, I can relocate on that side of the map and I can start pushing through there at that point in the battle. But on this map, no matter which side you are trying to push into the enemy base and whatnot, there are camping positions which stop you from doing that push, no matter basically what you try. So, I don't know how you are supposed to win this map after a certain period of time, after both sides have been kind of whittled down, all of that stuff. So yeah, I am just still here in the middle. I've pumped a bunch of shots across the field to that side, and I am just trying to change angles and be a little unpredictable in the sense that if the SPG decides to start firing at me, well, maybe hopefully I don't get blown to bits right away. And I'm just peeking over a little, see if I get spotted, like is there somebody close enough to spot me? Yeah, okay, that's another target I can shoot. Alright, well, fine. Okay, it's falling back. Maybe I'm not getting a shot off on it then. Well, alright, that was a try. I'm still aiming for it because that's the only target I I am acquiring here. Now, I could possibly try to do stuff like, hey, let's go down the 6 lane here. Like, where this IS-5 is, just drive through there. There's a bunch of bushes there and so on. I'm playing a heavy tank here. I don't have the camouflage to really go through there. And I don't have the view range that if I go there and the things camping in the corner of, like, you know, the A1, B2, this sort of stuff. And this is where I get spotted by something as well. And oh, okay, well then, you managed to get that shot off me. Unfortunately, you weren't spotted, so no return fire there. And there is the SPG shell. I mean, I play heavy tanks. I assume I will get shelled by SPGs every single game I play. That's just an assumption I make of like, okay, well, that is going to happen, straight up. But to finish my thought process, if I drive down the 6 line or in towards the enemy base and those folks from the corner spot me, it's very likely I am not spotting anybody of them when they start shooting me to pieces, because I don't have the view range in this tank. To do that, now, you could consider driving through there with a high camo medium tank. Yeah, sure, you could do that, except I am not a high camo medium tank. How do I do this in a heavy tank? That is the question for me. Because we are 7 minutes into this game, and this is very much starting to look like a stalemate now. Yeah, these things are still hanging around there, but they can't really push and take the hill, because there's a full health BZ on 176 number letter combination as well of our own sitting at the top of the hill as well. They're anchoring that position. And this is the IS-5 getting spotted and shot to pieces as well. And there's the SPG shell landing on the IS-5. And yeah, that's the IS-5 gone. So the less tanks we have, and the less health we have across these tanks, the less likely we are to actually push. And if you actually push over this ridge, your teammates can rarely help you out. In the sense that they have to expose themselves to do any damage as well. Because the ridge obviously stops them from just firing across. I peek just to see if I get spotted again. That's just me trying to be like, okay, let's see if we get a little lucky here and somebody's trying to, for example, there is an IS-3 over there. If the IS-3 is trying to reposition and I can spot like a heavy tank, that might give us a little bit of an advantage for the you know, for the tank destroyers and the others on that side to actually shoot to pieces. Trying to do a little bit of maneuvering, trying to do a little bit of like, okay, let's poke head around or over this ridge just a little from different angles, see if I can get spotted, if I get spotted. If I don't, I know, okay, nobody right there with good enough view range looking at that and so on. And all of that good stuff, but no, it's like I could possibly try to make plays, but if I do plays like, let's say, okay, that was a bad shot. Like, let's say I try to make a play into the town. I would get shot at by both of these things which are now climbing the hill. Both of these things would shoot me to pieces if I tried to get into that town. No, well, that didn't finish it off, but we'll try once more just to see if it's still hanging around in the same location. Nope, he's not. And I don't know if there is something actually camping in the or sitting around in that AB 90 area as well. Well, hello, there is a medium tank coming right through. There is somebody making an aggressive sort of push as a medium tank with a decent camouflage value, and there is SPG trying to nail me again. And And there is an TD as well pushing there, but it's on the other side of the tracks. But I mean, they are trying to do some play here. But I really can't. I really can't do play here. Can't do initiation play that doesn't involve me losing a whole lot of my HP myself, and I don't have all of my HP left anymore. Oh, hello. You can have that shell. And now I know the SPGs are shooting at me. So I'm just going to bomb it down this thing of like, okay. And try to, you know, turn around just enough to hopefully bait the SPGs to miss. Shoot at something else or just completely miss. Hi. You wanna come over there? Alright. Now I can react to these things. Because they are trying to make a play. And I can basically stop them from making plays. Yeah, there is the SPG shell. And there is the other actual big SPG shell. I was hoping it would miss as well. I didn't want to repair my tracks. But I probably should have. Probably. I could have done it. But I didn't. Was hoping the SPG would miss. And now I'm just moving in to sit in this bush. Because these two are poking around from here. And look at the timer, right? There's 3 minutes left. I know if I just hold for like 2 minutes, this is gonna end into a draw. If there is like a minute left, nobody manages to cap either side's bases. So I'm just hanging around. Because at this point, I'm like, okay, we are not winning this. We're 3 minutes left. We are not pushing in and destroying all the enemies or capping the base. So, might as well just, you know, stop them from winning it. So let's just be patient. Let's just wait it out. I mean, I have done 18,800 damage. A little over, actually. And a nice 71 points of spotting. I don't know what was spotting, actually. But still. Okay, so those things are fighting over there. That's fine. That's fine. I just hold this angle. Just in case these guys decide to push through. And I'm just looking around, making sure that, like, who has firing lines to do where those BZs are coming and where I am, or the BZ and the UDES, whatever thingamajig. And I fully expect this SU 1:30 PM to appear again. There we go. Oh. There we go. I wasn't spotted, which is really surprising to me. And I'm looking for a second shot because that would be awesome to get a second shot. This is where I make a silly play though, because the BZ down here died. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just drive over there to take over that position. But I unfortunately get spotted because folks are getting a little aggressive, and I get massively slammed by the SPG. Like, just absolutely massive slam by the SPG there. And that finishes me off, however, with a little over 2,100 damage done. However, the game still ends in a draw. The game still ends in a draw. Nobody has the time to actually win from this position. But how are you supposed to win this map? That is what I want to know, especially in a heavy tank like this. If you can't just crash down one side, how are you supposed to win? Anyway, hopefully this was entertaining enough, hopefully this was amusing enough, and you let me know how the fluff are you supposed to win this map. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you folks next time with more World of Tanks.